Dolphins CB Cam Smith gets shelved by shoulder injury. Cam Smith's push to become one of the Miami Dolphins starting cornerbacks will be put on ice for the next few weeks. The Dolphins' 2023 second-round pick will be sidelined a few weeks because of the right shoulder injury he suffered in Miami's exhibition opener on Friday night. Coach Mike McDaniel couldn't confirm when Smith, who was competing with Noah Igbenegene and Eli Apple to become the boundary cornerback opposite Xavier Howard, will be allowed to resume practicing. "We're fortunate that it's not long-term at all," McDaniel said during his Sunday press conference. "With regard to his treatment and his body, the timeline is a little gray, but it's not long-term at all. The next couple of weeks. Could be sooner than later." McDaniel wouldn't rule out Smith playing in the August 26th preseason finale against the Jacksonville Jaguars. But there's also a possibility he could begin the season on injured reserve, depending on how the shoulder handles treatment. Perry becomes the fifth defensive back added since training camp began late July. Apple, a 7-year NFL veteran, Perry Nickerson, Miles Dorn, Mark Gilbert were all signed to address the injuries that have happened to Jalen Ramsey, Keon Crossan, Smith, and Gilbert, who was waived injured on Sunday. Crossan has missed the past 3 weeks with an undisclosed injury, and there's no timetable for his return. It's possible that he could begin the season on injured reserve, alongside Ramsey, who underwent a meniscus procedure that will likely sideline him till December. At this time it appears Igbenegene is in the driver's seat when it comes to locking down the boundary job opposite Howard because Kader Kovu is working as Miami's starting nickel cornerback, and the Dolphins are struggling to find a backup at that spot. That's why Perry was added on Sunday. Braxton Berrios received stitches. Berrios, the Dolphins' leading slot receiver and punt returner, will be sidelined for a few weeks while stitches he received on his forehead following a brutal hit he took Friday night against the Falcons heals. Until the stitches heals, Berrios, a fifth-year veteran, won't be able to put on his helmet, so don't expect to see him participating in joint practices against the Houston Texans on Wednesday and Thursday, or playing in Friday night's exhibition game against the Texans. The torso injury Jalen Waddle suffered last week in joint practices against the Falcons, which will keep him sidelined for a couple weeks, and Berrios stitches will allow receivers like Eric Ezukanma, Robbie Chosen, and River Crocraft to work alongside quarterback Tua Tagovailoa on the first-team offense.